Hi, I'm Dr. Victor Ramatesele. On the 8th of October, House Call comes to you with a new look and feel. Saturday, 9 a.m. on SABC2. It's new, fresh, and current. See you then.
This year marks the 60th anniversary of the death of Herman Charles Bosman. Craig MacKenzie is the editor of the Complete Voorkamer Stories, a new edition of Bosman's works. We spoke to him about this new publication and about the involvement of photographer David Goldblatt.
Let me perhaps show you the cover of this edition, because it's a marvelous Goldblatt that we used for the cover. And in a way, this is where it all started, because David Goldblatt took this photograph in 1965, if I remember correctly. It's 40 years after Bosman himself was in the area, but he tracked down the actual Voorkamer in the district that the farmers used to meet in. Before that world passed irrevocably away, which I'm afraid it has to a large extent now, the world that Bosman knew of the Marico, he went and photographed places and people that Bosman himself knew. And they, of course, some of them were old enough to remember him and had anecdotes about him that they told to David. And I first came across this in this illustrated Bosman in 1985. Goldblatt's photographs appear here, and that's when I was first alerted to Goldblatt's interest in Bosman and in the Marico. And then when this idea of the collected Voorkamers was mooted and it was accepted by the publishers, we should do this, I remembered that David had published a photograph in this book of some of the people who reappear, but also the actual Voorkamer. Now, one of the difficulties, unlike the Oom Koos stories, which were illustrated lavishly in the 30s and 40s, the Voorkamer stories appeared only once, right at the end of Bosman's life, and they were not illustrated. So we were faced with the problem of 450 pages or so of text with no illustrations, and then I remembered Goldblatt. And so he and I went through his Marico archive, Bushveld archive, for hours, some days actually, and we selected previously unpublished Bushveld photographs from the 1960s. David Goldblatt, of course, is a world famous, South Africa's most famous photographer. I think we can say that indisputably. And so I'm hoping that he'll do for Bosman, particularly in this new book, in a way what Patrick Mainhart did for Bosman. Popularize him, give him a wide audience, expose his works to as wide an audience as possible. And I really feel that that's going to be the case with this new book.